All right, let's do it, chat. Round three, Eternal Weekend number one, Talarian Academy. We're currently 2-0. Let's begin. I I love it. I'm all about it. Keep. I'm 100% to lead on Night's Whisper over Merchant Scroll, because if I lead on Night's Whisper and I hit another off-color Moxen, it turns on my Opal and then I can cast Merchant Scroll. Didn't hit another Moxen. Opponent is F6. I'm definitely going to cast this Opal to play around Sphere. I would love to see a land or a Moxen next turn. If I hit a land, I could Demonic Tutor for Mana Crypt and go for a PO for 3. Strip Mine. This makes me think it's probably Golos. The good news here is I do have a top to turn on my Opal. The bad news is I can't cast any of my spells currently. Beautiful. You love to see it. So, what is my best play here? So I could cast like Ancestral Recall on this turn. I could Demonic for Talarian Academy and go for a PO. Demonic Academy. I can't PO with my top, but that's also pretty reasonable. It exposes me to Wasteland a little bit. But I think it's pretty reasonable here. Demonic Academy, PO. Bad. I'm pretty sure I like this the most. Demonic Academy. PO for 5. Alright, this should just be game. I think I want to start with... How much mana do I have? I might want to Hercules Recall myself. Maybe I want to start with just Merchant Scroll for Ancestral and try to find more Moxen. It's kind of risky though, because then I might not have enough mana to PO after. I have Snap Demonic Tutor to just go to the next turn if I really wanted to. I can +1 mana by just Herculesing, which would let me Snap Demonic for Yogwill. That's not very good. I can just straight up Snap PO right now, which is going to draw me only 4 cards. I think the best play to start is to just cycle my Hercules Recall. That worked out really, really well. Yo, thanks for the sub, Jace. 18 months? Holy shit, that's a year and a half. You're such a powerful wizard. I truly appreciate that. Currently on 6. I think I want to just go for a normal PO first. Alright, that's the end of the game. Can I get some I am actually POs in chat? There it is. I wanted to find probe and cast probe, but I think they would have conceded to probe anyways. If I had to guess, with an F6 on a 6-card hand and a strip mine, I'm gonna say it's Golos. And I think I should just sideboard for Golos. It might end up being a bizarre deck, but search for it. So against shops, I'm gonna bring in Hercules Recall, Disenchant. We don't know if it's Ravager or Golos, so it's kind of hard to be bringing in a lot of these. I might bring in Ace Swords to Plowshares. Um, and this card's a little bit worse against shops than normal, but it's still fine. I do think I'm gonna leave in both Tinker targets though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to board out Mystic Remora, Mental Misstep, Gataxian Probe, Flusterstorm, Night's Whisper, Lavinia. I guess I'm going to have some more cards to bring in. I guess Night's Whisper might be better than Narset. Or Night's Whisper might be better than Narset. Not really good, but I definitely don't want Lavinias on the draw. I like Lavinia on the play. I think this is fine. There might be like a small ways we can improve this, but I think for the most part, this is fine. So when you play against shops, a lot of the times you're gonna win by end of turn Herculesing, untap, and combo killing them. But sometimes you need to put like a Blightsteel in play. Sphinx is definitely worse than Blightsteel in this matchup because Stonecoil Serpent has pro multicolor, but you are bringing in multiple Swords to Plowshares in a disenchant on purpose so that you can't actually kill Stonecoil Serpents. So this hand I'm obviously keeping. It's a little weak to, turn one powerful like spheres and trinispheres and stuff, but you're not mulliganing double Mox and Mentor ever, so it is workshops. We just don't want to see trinisphere really, or fucking the 6-drop. We don't want to see the 6-drop either. Statue. Okay. Fairly, fairly unfortunate here. Not much we can do about that besides have a better hand, but as I said, I don't think we were ever supposed to mulligan this hand, so. Opponent had their workshop Trinisphere draw, and we didn't have a force to back it up, so not much we can do. We're gonna wait it out and see what opponent's playing, but it looks like it's Golos. I don't think that changes how we sideboard at all here, though. I think we're gonna bring back Lavinia's on the play. And, like, that's what it's gonna be. Wasteland's a very interesting get here. Maybe they have a strip miner or wasteland in their hand, and they're gonna try to hit my Misty Reinforce. I'm more inclined to have Night's Whisper on the play as well. So they are playing Ghost Quarters. Karn. Alright, well, I've seen enough Magic the Gathering to know this is the game. Let's go to game 3. I want to bring Lavinia back in. I want to take at least one of these swords and the balance out. I don't really like Needle. I think having a sword is fine. But I don't really want to have 2 against them. I think this is fine. I do think that like Lavinia is fine in this matchup on the play. No, I think Lavinia is actually good on the play in this matchup. If you can deploy a turn 1 Lavinia, or even a turn 2 Lavinia, it's sometimes very, very powerful. Turn 2 Lavinia, not as much. I really don't know what you want to needle. You're trying to needle like Wasteland or something? Like, what are you trying to needle? I've never felt like I wanted a needle in this matchup. I mean, they're all gonna have a Caracas, yeah. I don't think it's a big like what like Caracas is just hitting Lavinia. Why would I I'm not it's not a big enough part of the game plan or a big enough part of the dynamic of the game where I want to be bringing in a full card to stop it, I would think. Especially if you want to bring in Needle over Lavinia, because then why are you bringing in Needle at all? Yeah, I mean, if they're bouncing their own Golos, that's good, but like, not really something I care too much about, I think. I don't think balance is very good in the Golos matchup. I don't like it very much. If my opponent is like looping with Caracas, the game has pretty much already been lost, so I don't really see any value in bringing in Needle. Wait, Camball is actually kind of okay here, right? Is Camball playable here? Maybe not. Maybe not. Especially if they're playing Caracas. It's about being a problem on turn like 1, right? Maybe we just want 1 Lavinia and 1 Night's Whisper. The Golos, it finds a toolbox of very powerful lands. Galarian Academy, Strip Mine, Mishra's Workshop, Inventor's Fair. Okay. We're just looking for a turn 1 kill here and hoping our opponent doesn't have Mindbreak Trap. Exclamation mark MBT in chat. That's not good enough. Well, this is a trap, I think. Because we do have a force and we do have a tons of extra mana, but we're on the play and we have the London Mulligan. I just want to find a Tinker. It's just not good enough. These hands are not good enough. If this hand had some Mox in it, it'd be playable, but it doesn't. This hand's not playable either. Mull to 4? Guess I have to. I don't know. All these hands are so bad. Game 3, we're just gonna lose to mulliganing to 0, I think. I'm gonna mulligan again. Like some of these hands were keepable, but I just didn't think they were good enough. All right, so my 3-card hand is land, Lotus, top, I guess. There's no Time Twister in our deck, so that doesn't exactly work. No, I think you keep land, Lotus, top, I guess, and try to spin into a Tinker on upkeep, maybe? I don't fucking know. We're very dead. We're just like super dead. Unfortunately, like our hands were all very, very bad. I don't agree. I don't agree. Maybe I'm supposed to crack this Lotus on a spin right away. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Lotus and spin and then crack. I don't think so though. I mean, they have to have nothing too, right? So maybe I am just supposed to start by like spinning or something. I don't know. Just like we got 3 balled and then we molded it to the 3, so that's magic. Well, the nice part about that so far is there's no sphere, but could easily just play a sphere right now. Yeah. We're dead. We're very dead. You really hate to see it. No matter what I do, I lose. All right, well, whatever. All right, let's look. Rewatch. What the hell is I want? Um, yeah, I'm putting back that 7 on the play every time. Obviously, you could keep this hand, but it doesn't do anything, and you have the play advantage versus shops. You want to just try to kill your opponent, so that's definitely a mulligan. This hand, I mean, you have a brainstorm, but like I said, you're not doing anything. You just need to be having an extremely powerful turn 1 play. So I mean, this hand, I don't like this hand either. I would mulligan this every time, I think. So 5. I'm never keeping this 5. 4 has a brainstorm. So maybe you want to just look for. But this is not good either. No. I think I don't know. I think I would mulligan all the hands again every single time. I guess the question here is, did I play this turn wrong? Was I supposed to go Lotus top, spin my top, look at my top 3 cards, fetch away if there's no ancestral, spin my top, look for an ancestral? No, not against Golos. Golos operates at like a different operates pretty differently from Ravager shops. I think I probably misplayed this because I was tilted, but I think I was probably supposed to go. Well, that gets rid of my Tinker line and puts me entirely on Ancestral. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Doesn't seem like that's what I would want to do. Jace, you're asking about this 6-card hand with Hurkyl's Recall 2 lands. Like this hand's keepable, but it's not like I just don't think you're gonna win that many games versus Golos by keeping a hand like this. It's certainly a keepable hand. That's not how I play the matchup. So I'm looking to PO. I'm looking to Tinker. I'm looking to establish a really large mana base on turn 1 in the matchup on the play. So like I'm sure lots of people would keep this hand on 6, but I'm not one of them. So all right. At the very least, we can probably watch some people because that was annoying. I guess it was pretty fast. See what